Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And in motion, it's Diggs. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll get this out to his running back. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That is caught downfield by Douglas. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Patriots first down. Out of the gun, here's May. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He's going to keep it. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
On play action, here's May. He's got his big tight end, Austin Hooper. Touchdown, New England. His first touchdown of the new campaign. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now the first back taken in the 2022 draft, Breece Hall. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd down, it's Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Don't jump.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And the drive is still up. He's got the 1st down up to the 44.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go.
1st down, Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
1 quarter in the books. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, set. Right.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Hey, here we go. Set.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6.
Here we go, son.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Fields now. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Carlson's kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And he'll manage to get to the 33. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. Second and 7. Off the play fake, here's May. That one to the veteran Hooper. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. On fourth down, Bryce Berringer out to punt for New England. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
Here we go, Scott.
The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's second and 3 to go.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
Fields. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. He's still on his feet. And he will score. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Carlson's kick is good. And the Jets are on top. It's now 10-7. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Here comes a return from the end zone. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
And that right there is how you regain momentum. You just gave up the lead, but now here comes a huge boost by your special teams. Just an excellent return. Going to set them up with great starting position on this next drive.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers.
That is caught. What a throw. To Mario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Chip slant. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll look underneath for Hall. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Set. Hey, never mind. Monday. Mayday. Set high.
Back to throw is Fields. That one caught by Wilson. Finding room at midfield. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Huge play just before the half. 52 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Can. Here we go.
Fields to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Jets move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Up the middle they go. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
we go, son.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. He's going to run it.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
First and 10. Come out of the gun, here's May. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. And the Patriots ready to kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40.
Here we go.
They will run it over center with Hall. Past midfield to the 45. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 29-yard line. A big-time run there by Hall. 31 yards.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Test. Butt right. Right.
Now, Fields. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Hey, can. Here we go, son.
Here's Fields. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is May. Has completed to Douglas.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
May to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to Baker. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, New England. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Here's May. He'll find he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Off the play fake, it's May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. The Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So, 3/4. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
They give to Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
Can't. Here we go, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Quick hitting slant there. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Fields to throw for it. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing. 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on 4th down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge 4th down stop.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. They'll give up the middle with Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. 3rd and a yard.
No mud. Here we go.
Throwing is Fields. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
4th down, Fields. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
On the jump. Here we go. Set. Go.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
That one taken in by Douglas.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here we go. 1st and goal. That's in the end zone and intercepted. The Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He'll have a Jets 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On 2nd down, option going left. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Here we go. Set.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
A give. Here's Hall. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.